Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This part of the video is shot using my mobile phone but using a large format lens, which is my Fujinon 210mm f5.6 lens. To see how I do this, do continue to watch this video to see how I make use of my Afghan Box camera together with a simple mobile phone to capture some large format light photos. Okay, let's go! Hi guys, we are back to recording the video on the proper digital camera. So this video is inspired by a few articles and video that I read and watched recently. This is about how some folks make use of their digital camera to capture large format light photos by using a large format camera. Usually the few that I've seen, they will put their digital camera in front of their large format camera and then take photos of the projected image. So I thought I'll do the same but with a different twist. I will make use of my Afghan Box camera. So I will put my mobile phone inside my box camera, but how would I control the mobile phone if it's inside the box camera? So I will make use of an app, IP Webcam, so that I can control the photo taking through another machine like my laptop or another mobile phone. So in this video, I will take you through the process on how I do this. So let's go! Okay, so for this video, I'll be using this Afghan Box camera. This is the very first one that I built. It's bigger in size, take up to 5'7". So there's more space for me to work with if I were to use my mobile phone camera to take a picture through the large format lens. Right. So let's see how we do it. I'm using an Android phone, so I'll show you the process on how I install the required application on my Android phone. So I will go to my Google Play Store and search for this application called IP Webcam, right? So this is the exact word to use. Do not search for IP cameras and all that, because that will probably lead you to other apps that are for IP security camera and such. So look for IP Webcam. So what this app will do is that it will allow your mobile phone camera to be accessed through the web on a web browser, right? So look for IP Webcam, and this is the icon, and just install it. So I found this app to be quite versatile, quite a number of settings that we can adjust and use it in our purpose. Okay, so after the app is installed, you will see the icon on your phone screen. So just tap the application to start it. Right, and what we are using now is the free version, IP Webcam. There is a IP Webcam Pro, but I think for now, using IP Webcam free version is good enough. So allow the app to have all the required permission. Allow. So one of the settings that I would go into is the video preference. These are the settings for the video or the photos recording. So video recording. So we have these settings that where we will save the photos and video to. Just click on that. You can set where you want to store it, but I think there will be a default one, the IP Webcam, right? And inside there will be a folder, right? Something like that. Your photo will be stored inside here. So I'm going to go back to the main screen. For what we are doing today, we are not going to take any video, but we're going to take a photo, right? Of course, you can use this to take a video also using the large format camera lens. But what I want to do is to set the photo resolution, and I have set it to the highest resolution. I believe this is the resolution that my phone camera can take, so I just set it here. Yep. There are some other settings that you can set when you view the video over a browser. So when we come to that, then I will show you more. But otherwise, I think what we need to do is to
click on this command, start server, and it will start to serve the video stream. So this app is very simple. I think even if you don't change any settings, you're good to go, right? So to start the IP cam, what we need to do is to click on this command, start server. And what you see here is that it will give you the IP address where it's streaming this video to. So what we need to do is to key in this IP address on our web browser. And for this purpose, I will use my laptop. I will just key in the whole address, right, including the colon 8080 at the back of this address. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. What I have as the model is my Pikachu soft toy, the one that I used a few times before in my previous video. Back of it is just a black piece of acrylic, just to serve as a black backdrop. Okay, so let's see how it looks on the ground glass of the box camera. Before we start the IP webcam server, I'm going to show you how I put my camera inside the box camera itself. So for now, I do not have a holder for the phone camera itself. What I did was to simply stack up a few pieces of wood so that I can get the camera lens to the right height. And what I find is that do not place the camera too near the ground glass like this, right? So put it here nearer to the ground glass. What happens is that you will probably get a hot spot on the phone camera, right? So what I find is that the best position is further away. End up the ground glass may only take out half of the photo size, but we can always zoom in and crop it, but it will give you a much better, evenly lighted image, right? So this is my position. The camera lens will be pointing somewhere in the center of the ground glass, right? And then what we can do now is to start the server. So I'm going to start the IP webcam app, and then from below, click on the start server button, right? And below it will give you the IP address to access this video stream, and then put it back into the box camera. Close up the back door and close up the top cover. We will control the phone camera from our web browser for now. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to open up a web browser. In this case, I'm using the Chrome browser. So just key in the IP address. This will be the IP address that's displayed on your mobile phone when you start the IP webcam server. So it will be different from everybody. So and the other thing to note is that my mobile phone and my laptop are all on the same Wi-Fi network at home, so I'm using my home network. So it has to be on the same network for it to work, right? So once you enter, what you see here is the interface control for the webcam, right? So the first thing I'll do is to select the video renderer so that we can start to see what our mobile phone cameras is seeing. So usually I pick this browser, right? Straight away you can see that the image appear, and this is a picture of the ground glass. That means my mobile phone camera is pointing at the ground glass, and this is the image that's projected on the ground glass, which is our subject. It's not a very good image now, but we can make some adjustment to the settings so that it looks much better. And below is all the settings option. It's quite hard to see if you use the settings here because the video is up there, so you have to scroll up and down. So what we can do is to click on this little icon here to pop up another window for the settings. So in this manner, I can have this settings window on top of the video window so that we can see the changes when we make the settings. And the first thing I'll do is to change the orientation of the video, and that can be done under the advanced settings right here, right? So when you expand the advanced settings, there's this orientation, and remember that we're shooting in a large format kind of camera, so the image projected on the ground glass is actually inverted, and we can easily change it, right, by clicking this option, upside down portrait. And what you see here is upright image, and also is no longer a mirror image. It's in the right position, right? There are other settings that you can set here, but I think this is what I will set for now. The photo resolution, any still photo that I'm going to take, I'm going to have one that is this size. There are other sizes, and that's all for the advanced. There are other settings, but I will maybe talk about that later, right? The other thing that I want to set will be the zoom. As I mentioned earlier, the mobile phone camera is not to be placed too near the ground glass, otherwise there will be a hot spot in the photo, right? So but end up the ground glass image is probably like half of the entire photo area only. So what we can do is that we adjust the zoom maybe to about 1.5, so that at least we have a bigger image, right? So but we also don't want it to be cut off, so about this size, right? 1.55 or so, right? Really up to us. We can further crop in our photo editing software. So the next thing I will set will be our exposure compensation. You can see that it's a bit overexposed right now. So this slider actually go from -12 all the way to +12, right? So there's some adjustment. I'm not so sure how this relate to the photographic stops, f-stop, that we are more familiar with, but we can see in real time. So when it's 0, looks something like that. You can see that the yellow soft toy is a bit overexposed. So what we can do is to bring down the exposure. So this area is still overexposed. Bring it down some more. Right, bring it down some more. Okay, and now the exposure look better. We can further adjust it, and the image look a bit soft. So let's click on this button, autofocus hold, and let it focus a bit, right? And alright, so this is how it look like now. The other thing that I would set would be going down below to the effects again, right? There's few effects here. I can actually have it to be in black and white or in negative. Not very useful at this moment, right? And of course sepia tone, let's keep it as no effects. And another thing that we can set is under the automatic, let me bring this over, automatic sensor control, this white balance. As we know, white balance also change the color tone, so it will change to daylight. Daylight will give it a more vibrant color. So in this case, you can see that the yellow start to pop, right? So that's about all under here. How do we take a photo in this case, right? So what we can do is that back to the main interface screen. Unfortunately, it's not found in this overlay window, but it's found here. You can take a photo, take a focus photo. Not so sure what's the difference between these two, but I guess that take focus photo, the phone camera will do a focusing before it take. And then we can have another option called save focus photo to storage, right? So let me show you the difference. So you put on take focus photo, what it does is that it doesn't store the image, right? It take an image and then store it on the web server. It doesn't write to a file into the phone, right? So this is the image that it take. So you can see that it is a JPG file. You can do a right click and then save the photo onto your laptop if you wish, right? I can also click on the mouse button once to zoom in, right? So this is this image that we'll see. Alright, so we have taken a few photos with the IP webcam, and how do we access it? All these files are stored on the phone, so you can access it through the file manager on your phone. If your web server is still running, then you can access it remotely through the interface screen. So you just need to go to the video archive link right on top, and you can see the photos here, right? So I'm going to click on the photos. Right, so I'm going to look through and see which is the one that I want to work on. Right, so it's all quite straightforward. Yeah, okay, maybe I work on this one. So what I can do is that I will save image and save it to my desktop, and from there you can further work on it with whatever software that you want. So just now when I capture this photo, I actually turn on the effect to capture it in black and white. So that's why you see in black and white now. I will do a rotation, right? And if I zoom in to 100%, you'll see some lines here or some curve, right? This is because of the Fresnel lens that I mounted on the ground glass, right? So if you zoom in big, you will really see it. I guess there will probably be some way to remove it, but I'll leave it for now. So what I'm going to do is to do some simple and quick adjustment. So maybe I rotate it clockwise 2 degrees because the phone capture it a bit slanted, and then I will do a crop. Okay, and then right, and what I can do is to do a divert adjustment just to get the tone right, and then followed by a curve. Maybe just increase the contrast. Okay, right, maybe a little bit too much, so I'm going to reduce it back. Okay, right, so if I were to see it at big, right, there's some marks here and there. These are all from the ground glass. I'm quite okay to leave it that way. So this is how my mobile phone large format light photo is taken.
Hi guys, thank you for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the process. You may question why I do this. Isn't it a bit redundant? Why not just use the mobile phone? Well, I think that it's quite fun to use, and there isn't any extra cost on my side. I already have my box camera, I have a mobile phone, and the app IP webcam is free. So I thought, why don't I give this a try? And this is not the only way to do it. As you can see, I put my mobile phone inside the box camera. I see what some people do is to put the digital camera, they mount the digital camera in front of the large format camera and take a photo of the projected image. So that's something I will try in the near future, and of course I will make video if I do that. So okay, let me know what you think. Do you like the result of the large format light mobile phone photos? Okay, and that's all for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye. Hi guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please like it, share it, and finally do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at my next video. Take care. Bye.